politics in the office. Well, I don't mean politics among employees with each other. I'm talking about Republican-Democrat discussions during this next 12 months, and it is going to ramp up, no doubt. Joel Patterson joins us now from the Vested Group, a firm that's always one of the best places to work. It makes the list all the time. He heads that up, Workplace Expert. Joel, welcome in. Thanks for being here.
Always a pleasure. Good morning.
You know, I also saw an article recently that said, absolutely you should talk religion and politics at the Thanksgiving table with the family this year. I'm thinking, what? What are you talking about? I thought there were three things you don't discuss, sex, religion, and politics when it comes to getting together at Thanksgiving, let alone in the office. I mean, is it getting to the point now that, this is more acceptable or not so much? Where do we stand these days? And when you look at surveys and take a look at some research that you're involved with.
Yeah, I think we're still we should stay away from that. I'm still not very excited about talking politics at the office. I mean, this isn't new. This has been going on for a few years, especially, but it does make you kind of miss back in the day when, I know my parents, if I asked them who they voted for, they would tell me it's none of my business. And these days it seems like everybody thinks it's everybody's business. And when it comes to doing that at work, it's not always a great idea. 45 in this survey that just came out, 45% of employees feel like their political opinions would hurt their shot at a promotion or change their manager's opinion of them.
Yeah.
And it goes on and on, right? I mean, the companies these days feel like they need to come out and say to everyone what their political stance is, and a lot of times that just upsets their employees as well. And really, we've got to get back to where it's not about telling people what they can or cannot think or what they can or cannot do, but having an environment that's productive for all, especially in the hybrid environment that most companies are in now. You need to take advantage of the time when they are together, and that doesn't include arguing about politics.
I don't want to say I'm the guy that likes to roll the hand grenade out on the Thanksgiving table and then get up and go get some more turkey while everybody else discusses. But as the person that does a conservative talk show inside the building of a group of radio stations where the others are music formats, and I wouldn't say they're more liberal than me or whatever, but, music stations tend to lean a little more center when it comes to opinions. And when you're talking on music format stations, the bosses don't like you expressing political opinion when you're introducing a Billy Joel record. It's just not something that happens in the format. But inside the building, I get kind of a pass to bring it up, if you will, and then watch the discussions unfold. And everybody gets along here, and everybody, we're a close-knit bunch, which is great, and everybody respects everybody's opinion. And there are some completely on the other opposite end of the spectrum than I am. But at the end of the day, it's like my brother-in-law and I. He's so funny, but he's one of the biggest liberals I know. And my sister, who is one of the biggest liberals I know as well, it gets to the point where if we sense it ramping up, the go-to with my sister is, football and sunshine, and we go grab a beer and go to the deck and change the conversation. With my brother-in-law, it's, look, family and football, let's jump back on it. And then we change it and start talking about our grandkids. So there are ways to have fun with it, but there's also ways that if you start bringing that up, I would imagine it gets pretty intense sometimes and downright weird and, like hurt feelings and ugly situations. And now you're in a position you got to go meet this person at work again the next day after you just let them have it the day before.
Yeah, you kind of nailed it. It's really about respect and honoring people's boundaries. I mean, when you go into work, that people are going to have different perspectives, but you work together, right? And you're there for a different reason. And sure, if you want to have a conversation at lunch and maybe it gets a little contentious, but as long as you're respectful, that's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Where it runs into an issue is when people really kind of get vocal or start calling names, or, maybe you're on video conference and you've got some apparel or paraphernalia all over the place. I mean, it's just not the right forum.
Right.
Again, we're not trying to say that you can't feel a certain way.
Yeah.
But just respect that other people may feel differently,
Yeah.
and that's okay.
Yeah, respect them, even if they are wrong, right?
That's right. Yeah, we'll definitely whisper that part, but yeah,
Okay, right,
smile
okay.
and nod and acknowledge that there's some tension and move on.
All right, very good. Joel Patterson, great to talk to you, workplace expert. Yeah, just best to leave that one alone, or at least have fun with it if you're going to be talking about it.